Hey, Gary McGowan here, and we've got some really awesome numbers to go through. As always, I'm back with the market report for Toronto, and this is going to be for the month of August 2021. And there's some interesting numbers. You know, all the newspapers. Do you still even read newspapers? All the news outlets are saying, hey, sales are way down. What's going on with the market? However, they're not telling you one thing. Well, you know what? We should probably roll the intro and see what that one thing is, shall we? Yeah, as mentioned, my name is Gary McGowan, and you can get a hold of me on many places. Of course, on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like, do whatever you got to do. I don't know. People tell me to say this, so I'm saying it. And if you're not on YouTube, well, I don't know how you're watching this anyways. Maybe on Facebook, but who knows? Also, you can connect with me on Instagram. Please do reach out, and happy to connect with you. You know, it's been pretty cool because as I put out these market reports and different videos, many of you are reaching out to me and wondering how to get connected with like-minded realtors such as myself. Well, I've already done the hard work for you. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate anywhere in Canada, even in the States, call me, contact me. I'll direct you and connect you with the right agent that focuses on what it is that you're looking for. You're looking to buy investment properties, I'll make sure you're connected. You're looking to, scale up, scale down. You want to do some land development. You want to build some properties. You want to buy apartment buildings, whatever it looks like, please do connect with me. I'll make sure you're connected with the right agent, because working with the right agent can totally change the way your real estate experience is and set you up for future success. Just like with mortgage brokers, reach out to me if you're looking to get a mortgage. I'm happy to connect you with my preferred mortgage broker and make sure that you're connected with that team to make sure that you are getting the things done that you want to get done. Okay. GTA market stats. There's a lot going on right now, especially with, in Canada, we're having an election coming up in the next week or two. And what's going on with the market? My previous video, we talked about how the different parties are bringing forth different housing plans. So that'll be linked here or here or here. How about that? You can go watch that video. It kind of gives you an overview of what's going on. But let's talk about the market from this perspective. So this is the GTA market, and we want to see, what's happening. Everyone keeps telling us sales are going down. However, they're not telling you one very important thing. And we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the supply issue, because that, at the end of the day, is what's going to drive our market. And that's the supply. We know that. That's economics 101, right? Well, let's do my little screen share here, and we'll make sure that we go through these numbers. So yeah, this is for August 2021. That month just ended, so all the numbers are now in. We're going to focus on Toronto specifically. And if you want me to do Peel, York Region, and Durham, reach out to me. I'm happy to do so to go through those numbers, because I tell you what, York Region is on fire right now. Prices are moving fast. We had a little bit of a halt there over the summer months, but they are moving fast, and inventory is moving incredibly quick when homes are priced right, and they are anyways, moving quick. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, so moving forward, we're going to the heartbeat. We know that. We're going to look at all property types: condos, detached, and townhouses. And why it's important to look at that, it gives us a good perspective of what's going on in the Toronto market. So first stat we have up here is the average price in GTA, in Toronto. Okay, so these are what's going on in the city of Toronto, and the average price month by month. And if you look, the last couple of months, it's been going down. We were at 1.1 on across all property types, and now we're down to $1,062,000 for the month of July. And in August, what do you think we're doing in August? Remember, supply was low, so what does that do to supply? That's right, the pricing goes up. So ever so slightly. However, it is moving up, and you can see there 16 days on market is our average. Really what's going on is properties are coming up for sale. You're taking offers within the first probably 4 to 6, 7 days, and then you got your conditional period, and then they are firm. So properties, when they're conditional, still considered on the market, right? And it's not until they firm up does that stat change to being firm, and days on market will, then that stops. So that's how we look at that. Next slide is this. We're going to dive into the condos. So what is the Toronto condo market doing? Well, you can see since January through to August, these are the total new listings by month. So we started off at 2161, and moving forward to August, we are 2523. You can see that there. And these are the total number of solds. So we had about the same amount as we did last month. However, there was less supply to choose from. So the Toronto condo market is starting to ramp up its pricing again. And we said this would be happening. You can see the months of inventory there is 1.4, so about 1.5 months. If nothing else came on the market, we would be sold out. Or we need a balanced market is about 3 months. That's a balanced buyers and sellers market. Okay, the average price. So what does this do to our average price? Well, there's last year's numbers, and we were at last year we were at 629, and now this year we are at 720,000 for your average price for a condo in the city of Toronto. So pricing has gone up ever so slightly, but it is. We said this would be happening. We're probably in for a strong fall condo market over the next few months for sure. Now let's look at townhouses. Now we know there's not a lot of townhouses that are available in the city of Toronto. However, it's good to look at, your three, your condos, townhouses, and of course, detached, which we'll get to in just a moment. That is your new listings. So we had 146 last month, and those are your solds there, 101. So we are seeing that inventory still continue to move, and our months of inventory at 1.4. Our average price for townhouses in the city of Toronto last year, it capped out at this last August at 1,095,000, and this year we're at 1.1. 1,159,000. Sorry. So that number is holding strong. It is pulled back a little bit since May, June, but we're into our fall months, and we should see a strong market there as well. Okay, detached. This is what everybody kind of zones in on, because this is not only do condos reflect what's going in the market, but so do detached homes. That really reflects all the market data and where buyers and sellers are looking at in the condo market for sure. Sorry, in the Toronto market. And total new listings, it was down, tremendously down over the last number of months. We were capping out in March, April, May at well over 2,000, and now we're down below 1,000 new listings in the month of August for the detached homes. And you can see our sales there. Although the sales are down, however, what's available is also down. So we saw some bidding wars coming back really, really strong in the Toronto detached market for sure. Months of inventory, 1.4. And again, we need more inventory for our buyers to choose from. Absolutely. The detached price over the Toronto market for detached homes is this. So you can see here last year, we were at 1.5, just call it that. 1.5 million was your average price. And this year we were at 1.674. So 1,674,000. So you can see that number jump up from the month of July, which was 1,633,000. So it's gone up 40 some odd $1,000. And I suspect that's going to do the same in the month of August for sure. It's an 11% increase year over year. So we are seeing some tremendous stability in that market, but we're also seeing opportunity for sellers. And we're certainly going to see a tremendous or a strong buyer's market in the detached market for sure. Now, detached, I always like looking at this. So dating back to 2011, I always love looking at what those numbers are over a length of time. Because as I always say, real estate is best observed over time. And you can see here, dating back to 2011, $725,000 was your average price for a detached home in Toronto. And now you can see year-to-date numbers. Those are year-to-date numbers, $1,693,000. And that is an increase of 133%. See, typically most people live in their homes at about 7 years to 10 years. And that's when they kind of get that itch to sell. So if I'm out there selling homes, it's probably because that seller has been in there for about 7 to 10 years, which means they have a tremendous amount of equity to move. And that's what's happening. People are moving equity from, definitely the city centers to out perhaps north of us, east of us, west of us. And that's why those secondary markets like Barrie, Kitchener-Waterloo, down into Hamilton, that's why they're seeing a tremendous boost as well. Because look at it. If you had a home that you purchased in 2012, 2013 at 800, 900,000, and you get to sell today for 1.6, 1.7, remember that's average price. You are moving a tremendous amount of equity, and perhaps you're buying the same valued home or less in those secondary markets. So you are a strong financial buyer. And that's why we're seeing a lot of those prices in those secondary markets move as fast as they did. Moving forward. Very good. Okay, so this is interesting because this is something that's not often talked about. What we see in the screen here is the number of sales in Toronto per year. And you can see in 2011, we had an outstanding year at 67,000 homes were sold. Condos, townhouses, all the types, all the property types is what I'm trying to say. And moving forward, year to date, we are already at 30,398. Which means we have 4 months to go, and we will eclipse last year's number in a few weeks for sure. And we're definitely going to eclipse 2017, 2018, 2019, of course, 2020. And in 2016, we have a strong possibility of doing better than that. And in fact, the number we had, I believe it was 2016 was the number one year in all of Toronto Real Estate Board, where 113,000, if memory serves me correct, properties sold. I believe the GTA, we're going to eclipse that this year. Well, it'll be definitely one of, and it could be the biggest year we've ever had on the Toronto Real Estate Board for the number of units that have closed. So unbelievable stuff that we're seeing. And this is what people aren't talking about. They're talking about there's nothing to purchase, there's nothing to buy. While that might be true for your individual experience, it's really, really interesting because this might be our best year ever for units sold. Unbelievable, right? When you kind of put that in perspective. So if that tells, if the market or the data is telling us that means there's a tremendous amount of new buyers that are in this market that weren't there 3, 4, 5 years ago. So we've got to be ready to provide supply. That's why when I talk about the the three leading parties, if you will, their housing plans, none of them addressed specifically how they're going to increase supply. And if we can increase supply, that'll hold down the prices a little bit. So anyways, lots of food for thought there. That's your September market report for year to date. And I will be happy to do some of the other cities around Canada, Vancouver, Calgary, Toronto, of course. We can get into some of the secondary markets like Peel and York Region and Durham. Happy to do so. If you've got questions, please reach out to me. And again, if you're looking to get connected with a realtor, do reach out to me. I'll make sure you're connected with that right realtor. And as always, have an amazing, amazing day, and we'll see everybody on the next video. Bye for now.